Okay, great. I'm recording now. So you'll always be able to access the recordings. And the other thing that's interesting is we're holding other land accelerators. So for instance, we just launched our land accelerator in South Asia. If you go on to the Mighty Networks right now, you can see how to request membership in the Land Accelerator South Asia. And that's just observer membership. You can join for anything you want, or you can just watch recordings, or you can chat with people who are in that new cohort or access the database of the current membership that's in India and South Asia. So we just accepted around 55 entrepreneurs into that program. And so that could be something you could look at. And you could reach out individually to them and say, hi, I'm an alum of the Land Accelerator. I'd like to connect with you because of this and that. So these are just different ways that if it's interesting for you to see what other kind of companies we have, you have access to that now until forever. So that's another way you can stay in touch using that tool that we've all been using right now. And next, wanted to let you know, we'll be sending out periodic surveys. So right now, when you are turning in your application, you'll notice there are a lot of different questions about your business, about what you thought. That is one kind of survey. So we'll be doing surveys periodically, at least once a year, sometimes at 6 months or 3 months. But the idea is that we can stay up to date on what your business is doing, so that if we catch anything interesting, we can follow up with you and say, hey, it might be cool to write an article about you and 2 other companies that are going through similar issues, and to highlight that on the WRI blog website or with other partners we have. So the surveys are super important because it can give you an opportunity to be featured in the community. And it also really can help us with our marketing to our funders so that we can continue to grow the program and continue to grow access to finance for entrepreneurs in your sector in Africa. So again, success stories, we might, when we identify something interesting, we might just reach out to you via email or WhatsApp and, tell you what we're looking to write about, ask you if you're interested in participating. And then, we'll probably get on a call to interview you. We'll request photos and slide decks, and we can make a few articles about you. So hopefully that's something y'all would be looking forward to. And of course, every year we're going to have an alumni panel. We had an alumni panel this year. We're going to have one in the future. So once you become alumni, we'll probably invite you to come to different panels throughout our time together. So hopefully that's something that you would be interested in doing in order to give back and to share your experiences as you go on as an entrepreneur. So I think those were the main. Oh, nope. I had one other way that we can help you guys. This is something we've been doing for all of our alumni. If you're ever, we can review documents for you. So basically, if you are joining, a different program, or there's a grant, or you have an application you're looking to do, you can let Samuel or I know, and let us know what you're looking for, and we can try and get back to you within a week to look over slide decks or proposals. So that's something that we love to do because we also get to see how your company is growing, which is exciting for us. So please look forward to staying in touch with us in an ad hoc basis as mentors. And before I finish this little presentation and move to the next section, I just wanted to share this really awesome graph that WRI has created actually early last year, which is the fact that causes of land degradation and deforestation is different depending on what region you're in. And I think this is super important because you guys will know this, who are based in Africa, you will know this and you're responding to what is actually happening on the ground. But just to compare it, look at Africa's causes of land degradation compared to Europe's. So for Europe, 95% of the forest loss is caused by the forestry industry. Whereas in Africa, it's caused by what's called shifting agriculture. So when farms are not productive anymore, or you need more food, people are going and actually looking for more food to cultivate. So I think that comes up in a lot of your guys's companies because you're addressing soil fertility. You're addressing how can we better use the farmland to get more profits and more yields into the farm owners. And I just wanted to acknowledge that because if you're working on improving the farm productivity and sustainability, you really are at the same time safeguarding the remaining forests that Africa has. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know about your importance all around, and just to thank you for that. And I think that I'll end this little presentation here. I think that enough people have joined at this point to get pumped up about our next steps. And I also see Samuel's there, so I want to give Samuel a chance to say hello, as there might be some questions in the chat box, and also to introduce us as to what we might do next.
Yes, thanks so much, Amanda, and hi everyone. Happy to meet you once again. Today being our last or final office hour for phase 1. This does not mean we not continue to engage. Amanda just shared how we are supposed to be engaging moving forward. And yes, it's an open opportunity. Feel free anytime to reach out to us, and we will always come in to support. Amanda, I don't know how you started. You started with the program update, or is there something else that you've been able to do?
I just went over that presentation that we went over so far, because I wanted to wait for you. So I do see a few questions in the chat box, if you want me to answer them really fast.
Yeah, feel free.
Okay, let's just, I'm going to go through quickly. I see in the chat box a few good ones there. Let's see. Have applications for phase 1 also been postponed? Yes, the date for final application for phase 1 and phase 2 is July 31st. So that's an easy answer. And Fiona commented that next year's application for Land Accelerator 2022 is open. So I let everybody know, Samuel, about how we're going to run 2022. That basically you've come so far in Land Accelerator right now. You know, we have the list of the people who've been coming every week. And so we're going to open up application for phase 2 next year to them. So all that to say, if you've been a part of this program right here, you don't need to apply to Land Accelerator 2022. You don't need to, because when we get to the phase 2 application next year, we're going to let everybody know via email and Mighty Networks that they can go ahead and apply, and we'll look at your application for phase 2. But you are invited to join us for any class coming up. And let's see, find our attendance record. That's a very good question. Samuel, I think what we could do is, what could we do, Samuel? Let's think about this out loud. We should have thought about this before, but we definitely have a list of everybody who's eligible or not. So we could send everybody a quick email saying, like, we can BCC everybody and say, you have attended enough to qualify. And we can BCC everybody saying you have not attended enough to qualify. And therefore they would be that would know, right? Do you think that sounds like a good idea, Samuel?
Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea. So we are finalizing the leaderboard. In the meantime, we can as well post it on the Mighty Network, and anybody can actually check and see whether they have actually qualified for phase 2. But majority actually they have actually qualified. We have over 90 of you who have actually been participating on the class. So perhaps what we can do by Monday, then we can have this up and running.
So yes, and I have another couple questions there. Do we have a session on the 27th? No, so I'll remove that from the calendar. We just miscounted how many sessions we've had. So for the 27th, I'll just cancel that one. And we don't have one next week. We're going to use that time to go over your application so far. And then Devine has a good one about slides from Tuesday's session. So that's a logistical question. Let's get on that. Samuel and I will work that out after this call, and we'll be posting it, and as well as the French ones as well. So I'll be working on the French ones, and Samuel will be working on getting the posting from this Tuesday's session. Okay, so that's a bunch of questions. I think then, Samuel, we could go over some of the other ideas for what you wanted to chat about so far.
Yes, thanks so much, Amanda. And just a reminder to everyone that the materials that we have actually been presenting, they will continue to be available on the Mighty Network. So we encourage everyone to check them out. Something that I observed is there is quite low views on actually some of the videos that we have been able to upload on the Mighty Network. So feel free to always refer to some of those materials and reach out if you need any support. I was wondering whether there is anybody else with a question. Otherwise, we have been together for the last 3 months. We did our best that we could, believing that it was actually impactful or it continue to be impactful to your businesses. So at this point, I would wish to give entrepreneurs an opportunity to just share their own experience, what really worked best for them, which of the session did they like, which of the session that they struggled to understand, any feedback. So we want to hear from you. Feel free to even pass a vote of thanks or even say here you needed to improve. So I'm opening it up. So feel free to raise your hand. Let's engage. It's an informal conversation moving forward.
I see we've got a first hand with Tontoza.
Perfect. She can go first.
Hi.
Hi, Tontoza.
Well, I just want to. Hello. Yeah, let me go ahead. I just wanted to thank the Land Accelerator team for the opportunity. I'll go straight to one of the most impactful sessions for me was the KPI session, sorry. And it
I don't hear you anymore. Tontoza, are you still speaking?
Yeah, it seems we cannot hear her.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
Oh, okay. I'm saying that one of the best sessions was the KPI session, where it got us thinking about how much more we need to report on our impact and how we can improve on other sections, specifically monitoring, reporting, and other stuff. One of the toughest sessions was the financial one, but I think what it did for us was it got us more focused on how to deal with our costings, our projections, and all other stuff. So I'm very thankful for the Land Accelerator program because it has actually got us far. I think we've really improved in our operations, especially the reporting part and assessing our impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tontoza. We really appreciate for those comments. I see Benoit, your hand is up. Perhaps you can go next. Benoit, if you can hear us.
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to go next.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Benoit Musabimana. I'm from Rwanda. And first of all, I want to thank Land Accelerator and the team somewhere and Amanda, because I applied for the Land Accelerator last year, no, for the 2019. So I didn't look that we will, there was another cohort for the Land Accelerator for 2021. So I thank Amanda for reminding me to reapply. So that is the things one I want to thank you for helping me to reapply. So I was very interested by the pitching session and the branding and the packaging, because within my business, I'm not well packaging my organic fertilizer. So, and I have seen that if I do branding and packaging, I will get more customers. So I thank you very much for this session and it was very interesting to be in this cohort, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Benoit. We really appreciate and happy to hear that the lesson on branding and packaging was very useful to you. And hopefully you'll actually change. You'll have a brand rather than a product. So thank you so much. In the meantime, towards the end, we'll do a toasting. So feel free to grab a cup of tea, a glass of wine, whichever drink you use, just to be able to celebrate the time that we're having. So be organizing for that. We're going to do a virtual toasting. I see Mamane Seini, your hand is up. Maybe you can go next.
Oui.
Hand is up.
Oui, donc vraiment, je remercie beaucoup Anda, et je remercie beaucoup Samuel, et je remercie encore infiniment le service qui fait la translation. Donc, moi, Land Accelerator, ça fait la 3e fois que je postule. La fois passée, ma première fois que je postulais, et je fais même l'entretien, mais malheureusement, je n'ai pas été sélectionné. Donc, je n'ai pas de courage. Je ne me suis pas découragé, et me voilà encore, j'ai été sélectionné en 3e phase, vraiment qui m'a beaucoup édifié. Moi, parmi les séances qui m'ont édifié, c'est 2 séances. La séance sur le pitch deck, vraiment, ça m'a beaucoup édifié. Donc, ça m'a montré donc, comment, en quelques diapos, faire le résumé de tout ce que tu fais. Et si encore, observation sur mon pitch deck, que Amanda et Samuel ont vraiment, ils ont fait depuis que je fais mon pitch deck, vraiment, il n'y a pas les impacts environnementaux, les impacts, mais quand même, avec leur observation, je puis très bien améliorer mon pitch deck. Et encore, vraiment, ça m'a beaucoup réconforté que dans 5 minutes, tu peux expliquer à un investisseur vraiment ton projet. Et c'est le ton projet du long âge. Donc, vraiment, merci pour ça. Et la deuxième fois qui m'a beaucoup plu, c'est hier, donc avec la présentation de Salima. Parce que quand elle parlait de la dégradation des terres, donc elle dit qu'on ne parle pas seulement donc, de la dégradation des forêts. Donc, on peut parler donc, de la dégradation des terres dans le champ, donc de la dégradation du sol. Donc, ce n'est pas la forêt seulement en tant que telle qu'on peut parler. Donc, vraiment, j'ai été ému et très édifié donc, avec la présentation de Salima. Donc, vraiment, nous vous remercions infiniment. Donc, je remercie vraiment le WRI, je remercie vraiment l'équipe de Flèche donc, et de continuer dans ce sens. Et même si on n'a pas eu vraiment comment on appelle l'occasion d'être sélectionné donc, en deuxième phase, vraiment, on ne va pas se décourager, même si c'est 1000 séances. Donc, Inch'Allah, donc les secondes phases, on va postuler jusqu'à ce qu'on ait admis. Merci beaucoup. Merci à toute l'équipe. Merci Amanda. Merci les translateurs. Merci Samuel.
Thank you so much, Mamane. We really appreciate for those comments. And I'm happy that you say the interpreters were very good. We did try our best to be considerate to French-speaking entrepreneurs. And yeah, forgive us if just in case we did not really meet the expectation at some point, especially with the documents. I believe this is an area of improvement, and I will continue to do that for the next cohort or even in phase 2. I had seen somebody else with their hands up. So feel free equally to share areas of improvement. I believe if you share that, then we can be able to make this program viable even to the generation that is going to come. So feel free to share your thoughts as well on that. Fiona, maybe you can go next.
a great thanks and a vote of big thanks to the Land Accelerator team. Y'all did such a great job. Oh my God. You just don't know how it impacted the women against poverty in Tanzania. They started from scratch. They had no clue. For 12 years, they sat on this land, not knowing how to, to go ahead. In the accounting section, in the marketing section, the KPI, everything came under control in 3 months. Just your training every week brought such great highlights. It's just next to impossible, just to let you know. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done, but the best piece was the ISO and the certification for the FSC that can bring a lot of financial impact for them. And it only came through your Land Accelerator program. The other one was just this Tuesday, you had the monitoring piece, which we are really looking forward to, that app, Trees Outside of Forest. In fact, I've Googled and I found out that, we have 73.8 hectares that are land degradation. So it's so interesting that, I'm so thankful that we had the opportunity out of many applications from the first try, and doing both land degradation on the mangrove forest and on the agroforest piece. I would like to wish everybody and tell them, never give up hope. Just try their best. And one piece was the pitch deck. I had such a great it was a problem only because the file was very large. So maybe next time you could just put a limit. I had to use another computer to find out that the file was large. That's why it was not going through. So sorry, Samuel, I was bugging you, but it was on our side that the file was too large and it couldn't be transmitted. But anyways, this weekend is World Mangrove Day, and we welcome you to participate with us and celebrate World Mangrove Day. And it's a big piece in the forest thing. Thank you. Kudos to all of you. Thanks, Samuel, Amanda, for your time. It was so important, especially these weekly meetings.
Thank you so much, Fiona, and happy to know that the program was an eye-opener to the organization that you work for. And I'm happy to note that the monitoring and the pitch deck session was actually impactful to your business. So thank you. We'll continue to be together. Feel free to drop us a chat, even on social media.
It's ending. It's so sad.
Yeah, but you can always connect. Feel free to connect with us on Twitter, WRI Restoration, and especially when we are celebrating the Mangrove Day. Feel free to tag us along. So thank you, Fiona. I see Legrand, your hand is up. In the meantime, feel free to grab a cup of tea, any drink that you're using. We should be able to celebrate this milestone. I have mine here. Yeah, so let's see who has the unique drink. You let us know what you have. Otherwise, Legrand, you can go next. I think we still have time. Legrand.
Merci bien, Samuel. Merci à toute l'équipe de Land Accelerator parce que ça nous a beaucoup édifié. Moi, personnellement, je remercie aussi toute la famille, toute la classe avec qui on a suivi cette formation. J'ai appris beaucoup de choses, non seulement des organisateurs, non seulement des présentateurs, mais aussi des participants. Avec vos interventions, ça m'a ouvert l'œil, ça m'a ouvert les cerveaux et ça m'a permis de comprendre beaucoup de choses et améliorer de 1000 façons mon entreprise. Maintenant, je voulais te donner juste un petit conseil. Moi, je pense que nous tous, on ne va pas être sélectionnés pour les 5 000 ou bien pour le financement, mais ce qu'on a déjà gagné, c'est plus que 5 000 $, c'est plus qu'un financement. Parce que si on utilise bien cette formation, je crois qu'on peut gagner mieux, on peut gagner plus et on peut faire beaucoup de choses avec cela. Au-delà de ça, j'ai une petite question. Je l'ai mis dans les commentaires, mais il n'a pas été répondu. Personnellement, je suis en déplacement, donc je ne suis pas dans mon quartier général, là où notre entreprise est localisée. Donc, je suis dans une autre ville et je ne sais pas, est-ce que mes collègues, mes associés peuvent tourner la vidéo pour la phase D sans que moi je n'y paraisse, parce que je ne saurais pas vraiment apparaître dans la vidéo, ou bien alors je peux utiliser une ancienne vidéo qui ne suit pas toutes les instructions des LUNI selon la façon dont nous devons faire la vidéo. Merci de m'éclairer pour cette question.
Okay, great. So Legrand, want to thank you for your kind words, and also want to remind you, everybody who applies for the innovation grant, they're going to get it, assuming that we all agree on the use of funds for the grant. So we're going to be checking that to make sure that it makes sense conceptually and to make sure that we understand it. But so everybody here on this call, I can confidently say you guys are in the 90 people who've participated the whole time. So you just apply and you're going to get it. So I wanted to clarify that. So everybody will be getting that $5,000 innovation grant. Then second, yes, your teammates can create a video without you in it. That's what teams are for. And we're really happy that you have a strong team that you can trust. And we would, again, just encourage you, if you can share, you can download and share the deck or the recording with your team so that they can get a feel for what the video should be like based on Looney's presentation, based on some of the tips that he's given. Anybody from your team can make that video, and that would be fantastic. Samuel, would you like to take the next comment that we see? I'm not sure who is next. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Amanda, for that clarification. And thanks so much, Legrand. One of the people that I have actually mastered is actually Legrand. Legrand will always be available in all the classes. So we really appreciate your commitment. And hopefully we should be able to see you participating even in future Land Accelerator in whatever ways. So thank you so much. I see Richard Okoye, your hand is up. This should be National Beekeeping Association. So Richard, maybe you can go next and then.
Yeah, hello, Samuel, thank you so much. And yeah, thanks. Hello, Samuel, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Oh, yes, okay, so thank you so very much. And congratulations to everyone. Let's share a drink. And yeah, and Amanda, I'm so grateful, very grateful. Thank you so much. You reviewed my slide and it's helped me a lot. Samuel, your moderation has been fantastic. And especially, let me say a big thank you to Fiona. Fiona, last Tuesday when we were in the breakout rooms, you linked me to Blue Gold Works, and I called them. In fact, it's been so good. They are also interested in partnering my organization. So tomorrow I'm having a Zoom meeting with them, and I'm so grateful to you. I encourage each and everyone to participate in the breakout rooms. You get people, you connect with them. I had this just because Tuesday, Fiona happened to be in my group, and I'm sure the company is interested in working with us to plant more moringa trees in Ghana, especially in the northern region, and integrate with beekeeping. And that's great. And I know Amanda is interested in that, so she's part of it. I thank everybody. Thank you so much. Cheers once more.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Richard, for even that earlier toast. I'm wondering what is in the cup, but I'm happy that the energy is on another level. So thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Mine is
Richard.
punch. Mine is fruit punch.
Yes, and thanks so much, Fiona, for that connection. It's that's what we believe in Land Accelerator, creating sustainable networks that we can be able to leverage to our businesses. So thank you so much, Fiona, for that sharing. I see Guni Nasari. This should be Sokomani. Maybe you can go next.
Hello, guys. Sorry. My connection is not as good today. So I'm obviously going to say thank you to everybody. I've tried my best to be in all the sessions. And the other, what I want to, let me, So what I want to quickly say very briefly to everybody that is in the Land Accelerator is that we are all excited about restoring degraded lands as part of this cohort. My message as somebody who has been doing this behind me is that can we research what we're going to be putting on the African soils and the African grounds on your countries. This Land Accelerator program can bring lots of opportunities, but we've got to do restoration the right way, which is a scientifically proven way, where native, indigenous, endemic plants take first priority. Do understand that livelihoods have got to be taken care of, but let's be mindful of what we're putting in our landscapes, where we're not going to be having the same problems of having exotic tree species that are destroying our hydrology and our lands, where we can't even farm anymore for the future generations. So let us prioritize native endemic plants in our restoration projects, and we make those businesses profitable. And please, that's the message that I am saying and taking out to you guys who are new in the restoration space. Maybe other guys are doing bees, other guys are doing cocoa, but now are getting into tree planting. A tree is not just a tree. Let's do our research and plant the right trees, the right plant material in the right space. So that is my message, and thank you to the Land Accelerator team, and especially the people that are behind people that are making this thing possible for us all. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Sokomani, for that. And indeed, let's do the right thing at the right time. And you brought in the aspect of actually growing the right species of trees at the right place, actually. It's not about planting trees, it's about growing trees. And thanks so much also. You have been one of the greatest ambassadors for the Land Accelerator. And we really appreciate even using your influence on the social media to be able to spread the word about the Land Accelerator. And mine is to encourage everyone who is here. Feel free to be our ambassador. Let's reach out to as many people as possible. Let's reach out to the young people. Let's encourage them to get to the restoration, because if we don't act now, then we are to blame ourselves for misfortune that are going to come. We don't want to be pessimist, but it's real and it's a reality. Climate change is real. So thank you so much, Sia. We really appreciate those comments. I see we still have time. So we want to listen to almost everyone. So feel free to raise your hand. I see Dr. Almadu, your hand is up. Perhaps you can go next.
Bonjour à tous, merci beaucoup. Moi, je voudrais aussi m'aligner à ce que les autres participants du programme ont déjà souligné pour vous remercier à tous les organisateurs pour leur disponibilité et la qualité des contenus, des cours qu'ils nous ont dispensés. J'ai rarement vu un programme aussi structuré qui commence à l'heure, on est prévenu à l'avance, il y a tout le temps des rappels. Vraiment, il n'y a pas de raison de rater une séance. Ça, c'est très rare et c'est à féliciter. Je vous encourage à rester structuré comme ça pour l'avenir. Le programme tient en compte aussi la langue française. On a très bien pu suivre grâce au traducteur et merci pour ça. Je voudrais aussi remercier Amanda des interactions qu'elle a eu à me donner sur mon premier pitch qui n'était pas bien structuré. Et après, j'ai eu à refaire et j'ai vraiment apprécié, j'ai vraiment compris tout ce qui pouvait être fait. Moi, le cours qui m'a marqué, c'est surtout l'approvisionnement parce que c'est très difficile avec très peu de ressources en tant que start-up. C'est très difficile de gérer quand est-ce qu'il faut acheter, quand est-ce qu'il faut payer les fournisseurs, quand est-ce qu'il faut évacuer le produit et le vendre à temps. Voilà, c'était le programme qui m'a réellement marqué. Je remercie aussi à tous les participants et c'est vraiment une opportunité d'intégrer une telle communauté et savoir qu'il y a des gens qui se soucient du climat parce que ça nous concerne tous. En tout cas, merci beaucoup. Merci à tous. Merci à Samuel aussi. Merci à l'autre Isiela, je pense, qui était aussi très inspirante par ses interventions. Merci.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amadou, for that. And, happy again to note that the program was actually beneficial to you. And yeah, picking out Isela. Isela was equally very active, and yeah, I'm happy that you were able to connect. So I see somebody is asking me how you're able to connect with fellow cohort members. Is beyond here. We had actually mentioned that you can do this on Mighty Network. Again, on the Mighty Network, there is on the topics, you'll be able to find a link where you can be able to access all the profiles of the Land Accelerator cohort. So feel free to check on that. That should also include the contact details, and you can be able to have that one-on-one. I hope that is clear.
If you want, I can do a really quick show on how to do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so again, everybody, first I want to make sure you know how to get into the Land Accelerator. So you can go to mightynetworks.com. This is just a reminder. And you go to login, sign in. This is different, so you will, most people here have already created their account. Seems like the page is loading. I don't know what's taking so long. There it is. And it asks you to type in the name of your Mighty Network. Ours is called the Land Accelerator. But I just typed in this and it starts to populate a bunch of different groups. But you'll see that ours is the first one that pops up and it has the little logo. So you join it. Now, where can you find out where everybody is? You can go here to members. And you can see all the different members, of course. That's one way. Another way to do it is to go to the section called cohorts, because we're in a cohort together. You might see many options there, but we're in Africa 2021. If you see other options, you can join them, request to join them, but you're in this one and you go here. And here you'll see so many places you can go. We have our weekly recaps. But the other thing is useful resources. So cohort listing database is where you can find the link, which is what you need so that you can get email addresses and names of everybody. And you can search. Like if you remember it's Maman, you can start to search and it'll come right up. There's Maman. You can remember it's Isela. And let me see, I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna say, oh, hold on. I'm gonna start over, search. Isela is gonna pop up. There's Isela, let's see, right? That should be her. That's Isela, yep. And you can see what she's working on. So you can search by name or anything you want. You can filter, and you can filter maybe by the country. I wanna speak with everybody who's in Kenya. Okay, there's all your Kenyan friends. So this is something you have. The link is always available to you right on what's it called? Mighty Networks, and I'll also just put the link in there. So that's enough of a tour, and we'll go back to our sharing sessions.
Thank you, Amanda, for that. I see time is running up. Perhaps we can have one person, and then we can actually toast for the better times that we have been together for the last 3 months. So I want to give Fanny, if you are there, maybe you can briefly share your remarks, and then we can have Takas give a summary from WRI.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. To my peers, my friends, we've enjoyed together this journey. Thank you so much, Land Accelerator. Actually, the pitch, for me, I've been pitching, I know, but this one to me is a lifelong impact, because where we are going, we need to pitch, and investor pitch is something that we really need to master. I know you cannot master it one day, but the way I got it from Land Accelerator, I will not forget. And of course, I have made sure that I've put together all the notes to make sure that I follow. So thank you so much. And all the presentations, to all the presenters, I say thank you. Now I know what to put when I'm trying to promote my business, or even on the package of my product. What information do I need to put there to sell my product? Because sometimes we just put things just because it's a product I'm selling, but we don't know what exactly to put there so that it can sell itself. The product will sell itself just by having that real required information. So I've learned a lot, and I know that everybody has learned a lot. We can talk and talk, but all the same, we just say thank you. And I know that we'll keep going. And my plea is that next time I should be one of those presenters, just to inspire those who are coming for the next cohort. I pray for that, and I know it will happen. Thank you.
Oh, Samuel, you're on mute. I see you talking.
Yes, sorry about that. Thanks so much, Fanny. I was actually saying that it's always good to actually use real life experiences. So we'll be happy to have you share your own experience with future cohorts. So thank you so much, Fanny. At this point, I would wish to invite Taka to give comments on behalf of us at WRI.
Thank you, Samuel. I would just like to thank everybody here in the cohort on behalf of the WRI. Although my time here at the WRI has been short, I've been amazed by all of your dedication to your businesses and to land restoration, and I've personally witnessed how inspiring you all are to everybody here at the WRI. I've been reviewing all of your applications so far, and I'm so impressed by all of the hard work that you put into it. And speaking for myself and everybody here at the WRI, I cannot wait to see what you all accomplish in the future. I know that you will continue to amaze us with your hard work, your innovation, and your passion. You are all the heart and soul of the Land Accelerator program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Taka, for those comments. Maybe Amanda, do you want to add anything? In the meantime, everyone feel free to reach out to your glass of water, a cup of tea, wine. Those who are using hard liquor also feel free to get it, and then we toast it for the program. Amanda, final remarks?
I think the final remarks would be that, yeah, this program is only made to bring people together like yourself, to network more with each other, to open their minds to different ideas. And the whole thing is that everybody who's on this call are making the changes that are needed in it throughout Africa. We need more people making the call, and more friendships and more partnerships. So we hope that that can be started here. We've started that over these 3 months, but we're going to be continuing it over additional months that we have. And, you know, basically, we're really lucky to have you as a part of our network as we go forward. And as the Land Accelerator program seeks to build more partnerships and more bridges for the participants. So we're happy to have you guys here with us, but also to know that this will be a partnership for the long term, as long as we can, and as long as we can keep trying to build more relationships with additional funders and everything. We want to invite everybody to come to our demo day, where we'll be having our 10 to 15 entrepreneurs presenting on their impact to different investors and mentors. And I want to remind you that when you get that invitation, it'll be for the end of October. So we didn't invite people yet. Everybody who comes is going to be able to share their input with all of the presenters. So we're going to be collecting your comments via Google Form live. So come and see who's presenting and what it's like, what they're actually presenting, but also we would need your voices. So we want you to stay involved in supporting the different entrepreneurs that we've met through the program. So just wanted to say thank you. What date? It's actually going to be over 2 days, and I'm pulling up my little calendar now. I think it's the 26th and the 27th of October, which is Tuesday and Wednesday. So we'll definitely be getting out an actual invitation, so it will be on your calendar soon. So that's my final words, which is really just thanks to everybody here. And Samuel, would you like to pass it to the next?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, Amanda, also for your leadership. I believe it's through your leadership that we have been able to get this far. And yeah, the entrepreneurs are happy and they have learned quite a lot. So thank you so much. Now to celebrate the last 3 months that we have been together, to celebrate new friendships, to celebrate the Land Accelerator. So we want to toast for this time. I'm wondering whether everybody, maybe now you can put on your videos. Just feel free to.
I don't know, maybe Teko can lead us in a toast.
Teko is around. Yeah, Teko can actually give some input. Sorry, I didn't know that he's around. Teko, if you are around, maybe you can say a few words and then
1 minute. We are doing a toast. This is the last one.
Okay, thank you, Samuel and everyone. I'm from live in Johannesburg. We are experiencing the coldest winter and the outfit. Yes. For everything that we've promised, the Loonies reading material, you will get it even if it's beyond this class. So we thank you for everything that all the work that you followed through to submit. So on behalf of everyone at the African Union Development Agency, who's been working with WRI, Flash, our funders, the Swedish agency and embassy, and all the other, the Mitsubishis and all the likes that have been made this possible. We celebrate and say cheers. We can all toast everyone to the great 2021 cohort. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Teko. I'm wondering what everybody's actually holding. For my case, I was actually to choose a
funny?
different.
Your glass is empty.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
No.
Cheers.
Yes,
cheers.
No,
All
before
the
we
best.
get
Cheers, everyone.
just a minute.
Stay safe. Stay
Hold
safe
on,
and
hold
well.
Hold on, Fiona. Hold on. We are yet to toast.
Hey, this guy in Ethiopia.
Excuse
How are
me,
you, man?
we are yet to toast. Okay. I'm wondering what you're actually holding. For me, I chose water. I actually had a substitute and another one here, but I chose water because it's a source of life. And equally a reminder to all of us that we need to take care of our world. We need to be cognizant of climate change, because if we don't, to get such clean water, it will be impossible. So that's why I chose this as a reminder of the good work that we're doing.
Great. Water.
And now to celebrate the 3 months that we have been having. So we'll say cheers to celebrate the 3 months that we have been having. Cheers. Cheers. All of us, just open up your microphone. Cheers.
Cheers,
Thank you,
cheers.
Lemon.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
To celebrate all of you, amazing work that you have been doing, peers. And all the very best.
Thank you.
It was very amazing.
And we'll have a very wonderful time. See you soon, and let's keep in touch. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, Pedro. Bye, Samuel.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Nice music.
Bye.
Someone's got the music for us.